Catherine Maley, author of Your Aesthetic Practice. So it takes compassion and patience when dealing with the unhappy cosmetic patient, but well worth it when you're growing your practice. Now, for the most part, you have nice patients who are reasonable and pleasant to work with. Now, some of them have given you great reviews, but every plastic surgeon has bad reviews that will not go away. Now, long story short, these patients most likely had unrealistic expectations. And no matter what you tried to do to make them happy, or at least not unhappy, they preferred to badmouth you online. So, how can you make an unhappy patient happy before it gets to the point where they're complaining about you online? Well, like it or not, unhappy patients can hurt your online reputation thanks to online patient reviews, directories like RealSelf, and social media. It's just too easy today for an unhappy patient to blast you, your credibility, and your reputation. A bad review takes the unhappy patient minutes to write, but follows you around for years. Now, that makes it necessary to anticipate and continually improve upon all aspects of the patient experience with you, because it's not about just one consultation or treatment or procedure they have with you. It's about setting up processes so that the prospective patient is happy and satisfied with their experience and result from beginning to end. But what do you do with the occasional unhappy patient? How do you make them happy? Well, here are proven strategies to turn them around. Show the cosmetic patient you care. The majority of cosmetic patients rarely badmouth you if they feel a connection with you. Now, most of them would actually be quite forgiving if they felt that you cared about them. For example, the cosmetic patient has got to feel as important after they pay you as they felt before they paid you. You never want them to feel dismissed by having someone else see them for their post-op appointments and having only your staff call them to see how they're doing. That means you make the follow-up call to see how they're doing. You see them for their post-op appointment. You give them your cell phone for emergencies. Now, even though you're super busy, I get that, taking minutes out of your day or evening here can save you many hours and dollars down the road. So there is a saying in our industry that says, they won't sue you if they like you. So keep that in mind. Another strategy is to hear them out. Listen to your patients. You can't solve a problem you don't know you have. And that's why listening is critical. Now, oftentimes, the patient just needs to vent for whatever reason. If you let them, it can diffuse 80% of their anger. So they calm down, and now they're in a rational state of mind to talk and come up with solutions. And another one, just listen. You don't have to agree, dispute, or negotiate what they're saying. Just listen. Keep your ego in check and squash your defensiveness. Although the patient may be attacking your skills or integrity, keep your cool and remember the objective here is to neutralize the unhappy patient so they don't damage your reputation. Don't make excuses, don't qualify, and definitely don't disparage the patient for speaking their mind. Just listen and learn. Now, another one is to make a sincere apology. This is tricky because you don't want to admit wrongdoing. However, you do want to acknowledge your sincere concern for your patient's feelings. Be honest with yourself. Is the patient being completely irrational, or is there room for improvement in the result they got? The answer is usually somewhere in the middle. So apologize for the situation and acknowledge how they feel by saying something like, Sarah, I'm sorry you're not happy with me or the staff or the result, so let's talk about a solution. And the last strategy for dealing with the unhappy patient is to find out what the cosmetic patient wants. Now it's time to make it right. Find out what the cosmetic patient wants by asking a simple question like, what is it you want me to do for you? Did you notice you're not admitting guilt here? You're simply asking for their solution. There's a good chance it's going to be easier to appease them than you thought. If it's something reasonable, why not give it to them and move on? If the unhappy patient wants more than that, like a refund, it's best to contact your lawyer to draw up an agreement to go with it so they agree not to talk about you online or offline. More helpful insights about handling cosmetic patients are in my book, Your Aesthetic Practice, What Your Patients Are Saying, and you can get that for free right now with a small shipping and handling fee at www.catherinemaley.com.